Let's stick in this sector and go to Scott and Regeneron on the move today and clearing resistance.
Yeah, these are the names that are the GLP-1, the Novo Nordisk, and the Eli Lilly. These are the non-affected, productive healthcare companies in regards to the healthcare space. So yeah, Regeneron saw on the October billion-dollar fund manager report a net $64 million of accumulation. A light report, almost inconclusive on my September report, and then the August had 53 billion. So I definitely see accumulation, so it's on my radar. And then I patiently wait for a gas signal, which just recently happened. It's still on one. So I'm long Regeneron. It's something that I currently own.
So when you talk about a gas signal, so that's looking at momentum and relative strength. Can you give us more details about, what kind of momentum factors you're looking at?
Yeah, so from a momentum perspective, I guess in the technical analysis space, I guess one way to kind of think through it, maybe that people have used is I've seen a lot of people use on MarketSmith is like an oscillator as a good example. That's a good one. So just making sure that I'm looking at the speed and the velocity of the price movement and looking at the volume. So I'm looking at a whole different bunch of aspects of that. Also looking at relative strength on top of that. And then finally, certainly weighting the most recent data heavier than the latter data. So it's a systematic process that I guess if I take a little bit of a step back, so I worked at Fidelity Investments for a little over 16 years. I saw the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's an amazing company with amazing solutions and amazing people. But when the market is in a euphoric state, people make tough decisions. And when the market is falling fast as well, people make, unfortunately, a lot of emotional decisions. And for me, I went on this massive kind of research educational journey, and I'm incredibly happy that Investors Business Daily and William O'Neill showed up a lot on my research. So I learned an awful lot about the Cancelim process. I learned a lot about technical analysis, and I always wanted for myself, and I did all this research for my personal use, is I wanted to get me out of the equation and to have, in essence, a system tell me, based upon all of my criteria, unemotionally, should be on your radar, and this is should be on your radar, and should be on your radar now. The only thing I would say with stocks that's something that's really interesting is I've done a lot of kind of personal research on relative strength and the relative strength movement, and I weight the movement of the relative strength more than that it's at a relative strength high. So I'm always afraid of buying extended. That's something that I did consecutively early in my career for way too long. I have this like interesting thesis. I haven't proved it, but I have this interesting thesis that the IBD 50 and the big cap 20, they're just incredible lists with the best merchandise. But I really want to like dust off like the newspaper from a year ago or 2 years ago, and I want to look at that list and say, okay, well, where are we now? And then are these funds buying this? And then what does my technical indicator say? So I like to find some of these growth diamonds in the rough is what I truly want in my process.